Hello. I had somebody email me and ask me a couple of questions about my one-by-one ribbing video. So I would like to address some of the questions here. Down at the bottom here, you can see this is all done in a knit stitch, or it's called stockinette stitch. That is where you knit one side, and then when you turn your work, you purl the other side. And how you can tell the difference between a knit stitch and a purl stitch is that on the purl stitch you can see how there's little bumps. That's the purl. The knit stitch is flat and it looks like an inverted V. See the V's? Okay? So this is called stockinette stitch, when you knit one side and you purl the other side. Garter stitch is if you would knit every single row. So when you turn the work, you would knit it, and when you turn the work, you would knit it. This ribbing here doesn't quite look like my one-by-one ribbing, does it? That's because it's 2-by-2 ribbing. That means I knitted 2 stitches. See the inverted V and how flat it looks? And then I purled 2 stitches. See the bumps? And you knit 2 and you purl 2, and you continue. And then, when you turn your work, what do? You knit the knit stitches and you purl the purl stitches. So, one of the questions was, well, I saw you knit a stitch, and then when you turned it around, where did the knit stitch go? It was a purl stitch. Well, that's what happens when you knit a stitch. When you turn your work, it looks like a purl on the other side. Or if you purl a stitch and you turn your work, it looks like a knit on the other side. Let me show you what I mean. So, since I am doing the 2-by-2 ribbing, this is a knit stitch. So, how you knit is you insert your needle towards the back, you wrap your yarn around, and you put your needle through, take the old stitch off. Since it's 2-by-2, we'll be knitting 2 stitches. Okay, and the next, see that is bumpy, that's a purl stitch. So I bring the yarn in front, insert the needle frontwise, wrap the yarn around, bring it through, and take the old stitch off. Since it's 2-by-2, we're going to purl another one. Because this is a purl, we're going to purl the purl stitches. Wrap it around and pull it through. Let me do 2 more knit stitches. I'm going to knit because this is my knit stitch right here. See that? So you insert the needle as knit, and you knit the next 2 stitches, because we're doing 2-by-2 ribbing. So let me stop right here, and let me turn the work around and show you how different it looks. Okay, remember these last 2 stitches were knit stitches I did, right? And they're on this needle, knit stitches. When I turn the work, guess what? They're purl stitches. See the bumps? So, when you go to knit, or purl, you would purl these 2 stitches. You would knit these 2 stitches, because now these look like knit stitches, right? Because they're flat and they look like the inverted V. And you would purl these 2. See the 2 bumps at the top? Right there. So that's what I meant by you knit the knit stitches and you purl the purl stitches. I knitted these 2, purled these 2, and knitted these 2. And you would just continue. Well, I hope I answered your questions. If you have any other questions, please email me, and I would love just to pop a video up and explain to you some more knit stitches or anything. Happy knitting!